beautiful people. So I'm coming to you with the answers to your questions. I apologize, this video is a tad bit late. I wanted to get it up last week, but I filmed it and it was corrupted and tore up. But I want to thank you guys for all the wonderful questions. I can't wait to answer all of them. I also want to thank you for all the responses. I managed to put up a video every day last week. Did you guys notice that? When I was on my vacation. I just want to thank you for the lovely responses. It's getting better. I'm working on a lot of things. Thank you for your responses to my makeup collection. Thank you for your responses to my room tour. All the videos I've put up. And you know, as new additions come, as different things change, I will keep you abreast. So I already answered all the questions in the previous video, so I think I can do this video faster than before. So I told you guys to ask me questions on a couple of my videos and on Instagram, and you did just that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna answer all of them. Alright, let's start with the Instagram questions. Okay, so the first question is, how does it feel with all these big changes in your life? If you aren't aware of the big changes, just the big changes of me moving out of state, out of my home I grew up at, well, since I was in high school, into a new apartment with my boyfriend. That's the main change. You know, coming up on a year on my, not my first big girl job, but on my job that uses my degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, calm down. Just different things. So I feel good with the house thing. I'm gonna answer actually another question in here asking about some different things. It was more complicated in some ways, and then it was smoother in some ways than I expected. But overall, I'm pretty content. I'm not 100% like there, because I know I have work to do just to get all my situations together, as far as like just getting things switched over, things in order, that kind of irritating type of crap. And then I'll finally be at peace and content with it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like I'm ecstatic and like it's easy breezy, I'm probably at about a 7 right now. I'm getting there. I'm happy with Nelson and everything, but it's just so much more just responsibility to do when you move like that and do things. Oh God, I hate it. I hate adulting. But anyway, there you go. Reese asked me, what is your all-time favorite lip color you own? I love you. I love you too. And my all-time favorite lip color, well, generically it's a red. Like it's a red. Like I love a red lip. I think there is a red for every woman. I should have brought the one that I was going to... Let me get up, because I didn't bring it the last time I filmed the video. And I'm going to do it now. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I think there's a red for every woman. So, red, generically. Favorite lip color. Like, if I'm trying out a new company's lipsticks, I'm going to buy their red. See how it is. But my all-time specific lip color is going to be LA Splash's Katrina. The Studio Shine Lip Glossers from the Day of the Dead collection. Which, I don't think they sell this color anymore. Maybe they do. This is like that matte blue-brown duochrome metallic liquid lipstick. Oh my God. My favorite of all time. So, there you go. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And with all of your makeup, I guess, what is your favorite overall brand? First question, where do I see myself in 5 years? I see myself with 2 master's degrees, and I see myself, I don't know living situation. Me and Nelson are doing great. So hopefully I'd still be with him. I don't think I'd be married in 5 years, because that's just, I have a plan, like a 5-year plan, and getting married in the next 5 years is not in it. Because of finance, I have other things I want to pay for first. If that makes any sense. I don't see me owning a home in 5 years because I'm still going to be in school. I'm not going to lie to you. But, you know, that's okay. I don't need to own a home right now. But I'm 25, by the way. So by the time I'm 30, I'm still in my 20s. So, yeah. Only thing I can say is hopefully with school degrees. Like, that's one thing that I know the plan for. Everything else, it's hard to say, because hopefully I'm still with Nelson, but we may not be living here. We may find somewhere. I don't know. But I do see myself more educated. Do you and Nelson talk about getting married? You're stunning, by the way. Thank you. So are you. And yes, we do. Kind of with that question. It's hard to bring this up because people always say, well, that's not what it's about. It's not. But I want a wedding. if I get married, because you don't know if you get married, but when I get married, I'm speaking into existence. I want a wedding, not necessarily some big super thing, but I want that whole fairy tale, which I do. Like, I'm not interested in just going to the courthouse and doing it. I mean, if it comes down to that and we need to for legal reasons to hurry up and do it, I get it. But hopefully, you know, my plan is in place in my life where I don't, you know, I can do that. I can plan a wedding. And so we ain't got no money for no wedding. I know, I kind of have ideas of, we ain't got no money for that. Some and Nelson are kind of just like, yeah, we're not even gonna, we talk about it. Like, we're both on the same page of wanting to get married eventually, but we're enjoying being boyfriend and girlfriend now. We're not in a rush. We're not in a rush to get engaged. We don't, because I believe that an engagement is just to plan a wedding, and we ain't got no money. So we're not even thinking about that right now. But we do talk about it. Like, we're both on the same page of we eventually want to get, we want to be married. If that makes any sense, you know, even if it's not with each other, we want to be married. But since we are with each other, that's, you get what I'm saying? You know, but we don't really pressure each other. I enjoy every stage, and I want to enjoy every stage. I'm in school. I don't want to be, I don't want to be in school. I want to be done with my degrees and different things before I work on the next chapter of my life. So, see how it works. All right, here we go. Are you missing anything from your collection? It's the first question. I can't say, I mean, obviously no, but like, you know, is there one category of my collection that I'm lacking more than others? I can't say that. There's a part, I go through phases where I feel like there's a part of my collection that I want to add to. Like, I want to get more and build more. Right now, it's eyeshadow palettes and highlighters. Don't ask me why. I just have phases of things, and maybe concealers next month. But as far as, like, I feel like I want them because I'm lacking. No, I just, you know, you just get obsessed with things for a little bit. In my collection, I feel like I'm lacking, like it's missing. You know, no, I can't say that. I think I have a well-rounded collection. I think I do. But, you know, there's always things, of course, that I desire and different things like that. But I can't say there's a dent. Like, I have a significantly low amount of something compared to everything else. Alright, do you feel as though sometimes you have to buy something in order to keep up with any trend? That is an excellent question, and I'm giving on its answer to an extent. Not to keep up with a trend, but I do feel as though I have to buy some things for you guys. Not because you pressure me, but because I know how good it feels to save some coins because of someone's review. Like, you know what? That's my girl. We got the same skin tone. I've been watching her for years. Usually stuff that work for her. We the same NC50. We working it out. You know, she haven't really steered me wrong. But, you know, and I know how that is. I watch, like, Crystal is 007. Me and her have the same skin tone, and, like, a lot of the face products she recommends works for me, and if she doesn't like, they don't work for me. So I know how it is. So, like, to review things, like, I feel as though sometimes, like, oh my God, these new things are coming out. I need to get them to review them. Not so much I need to get them because everybody's getting them. There are some things that I just have no desire to buy, but there are other things that it's so hot that I do want to get it to review it, because I know at least one of you out there is spending your coins on what I say or what I don't say. So it is a pressure, but it's a good pressure, and I like it because I like to review. Of course, I like to shop and buy makeup, but I do like to review, and I like to share and pass information on to you. Now, granted, you know, there's a budget, there's a finance situation. I just moved. So you notice I haven't done any big shopping hauls. I did a haul for makeup from the dollar store. Not because I don't have it, because there's a responsibility to it. So I don't like go in debt to just buy the hottest things to review for you guys. But when I do have, you know, that I set aside, like, all right, now it's time to buy some new things, I do feel as though it's a pressure where I may have not, like, exactly wanted it if I was just an average makeup user, but because I have this YouTube community and because I do videos and because I do reviews, I feel as though sometimes I do have to get it for you guys. But don't feel bad about it, because it helps both of us out. So yeah, I do feel a pressure sometimes, but that's all right. Next question. Do you have a bucket list? If so, what are some things on it? Yes, I do. My bucket list, there I add and take away things. But two things that have never changed. Travel's on everyone's bucket list, but the countries that I want to visit have never changed. Brazil, Thailand, and Paris. Paris because I'm a sucker for love. And for real. And Italy. Tell you why Italy in a minute. Brazil because the women are gorgeous. Like, need I say any more? I know they got the whole disease going on in the situation, but like Rio, the Olympics, like I'm all in it. I'm not going, but I'm all watching. I'm all in there. And Italy because I'm obsessed with cheese. Italian cheese. That's it. I want to go to Italy for cheese. France has good cheese too, but that's pretty much it. Pasta, cheese. Oh god, pizza. Yeah, that's the only reason. Italian food's bomb. What is your favorite brand of eyeshadow and liquid lipstick? So eyeshadow, high-end, mid-range, whatever you want to call it, is Lorac eyeshadows. Urban Decay is a close second. Because Lorac's smooth, pigmented, velvety. I love the Pro formula. And Urban Decay, same situation. I love their color selection a little bit better. And liquid lipsticks is LA Splash. A lot of companies have been coming out with some. I don't know. LA Splash, I think they take the cake because they were like the first waterproof that I was obsessed with. Yeah, LA Splash, because they make my favorite color, and yeah, LA Splash. Do you want to have children in the future? As of now, I do not. I've been this way. I've been like concrete. I kind of went back. I've always been back and forth all my life, but I became concrete probably around college, because I just realized so many things I wanted to do. And I'm not saying children get in the way of that, but I realized I wanted, like when I was talking about my life and my goals, I mean, you know, you sit in college and you write papers, and I've never mentioned being a mom. It never even phased my mind as a desire. Now, you know, if I get married and me and my husband talk and he wants to have a child, I'm not opposed to it, but it's not my plan. So like, you know, in the next 5 years, I don't see me being a mom. And it's easy to not have a baby. I don't see it, but you know, if I'm settled, finally got my degrees, and me and my husband talk about it, then it's like, you know, he really wants a child, and I'm like, you know what? All right, I guess we go ahead. You know, but it's, nah. I don't want kids. Like right now, I don't. I don't think I'm ever going to be like, I want to be a mom. But it may be like, you know what, we should have a child to be cooler. I don't know, but no. Do you have a Snapchat? I do. Link it down below. Okay. This question, Lily Kitty, I researched for you. And you may be disappointed in my answer. Alright. Favorite mauve eyeshadow palette. I'm trying to look for one. Mauve is such a weird color for eyeshadow. There are some, I looked through my entire collection. The only palette that I think had a decent colors of mauve, a decent like range of complementary colors around their mauve shades was the Lorac Mega Pro one. And we already know the cluster fuck that was. You're not gonna get it. Unless you go on eBay and pay like $600 for it. So we're not doing that. But because you're my girl, I recommend making your own palette. If you have a hard time just finding a palette with shades that you desire, sometimes making your own may be the best. And I like to start cheap. You know, even though people go, well, make a MAC palette or Makeup Geek. Go to Coastal Scents. I'm going to recommend Coastal Scents. Their eyeshadows are $1.95 or $1.99. It's summertime. They should be having their 99-cent hot pot sale anytime now. These are all the pinks that I own from Coastal Scents. I'm sure it's a mauve in here somewhere, depending on how you look at it. These are all the pink shadows. They're kind of washed out that I own from Coastal Scents. If you go on the website and look at their hot pots, they're sorted by color range. Click on the pinks and they have names and different things, and I would start building one. And complementary colors to mauves would be like deeper purples, berries, reds, browns. You can smoke them out with a black or whatever. I really like pink and green together. So think about getting some complementary colors and building your own palette. Because I looked through my whole collection. I couldn't find one I wanted to recommend to you. Just like mauve base was really tough. Also, two complementary shades or mauve family shades. Urban Decay Bordello. I don't know exactly if that's a really good mauve. It is washed out in this camera because I'm in front of this beautiful sunlight. But Urban Decay Bordello and this L'Oreal Infallible and Glistening Garnet. It's not exactly mauve, but they make a beautiful shade to complement your palette, your look, your situation. Okay, honey bunny. Alright. Okay, last question on Instagram is, what do you teach and what grade? Okay, so I don't teach a grade. I teach at a higher education institution. So you know when people go to school and they want to, like they go to school to become a medical assistant or a medical biller and coder to get a certification. They go to school for HVAC, IT, they go to, you get it, surge tech. sterile processor, things that necessarily don't require a degree to be, but you need to have schooling and a certification when you come out. Granted, the classes you take to get your certification can transfer to a college to get a degree, but you may just want to go to the work for, you know, that type of school. And I teach under the medical assistant and medical billing and coding program, but I actually teach the computer application classes. So I teach 2 classes. I teach computer applications, where I teach students to use basic, we're Windows-based school, so Windows applications, Office, Word, PowerPoint, Excel. I'm teaching that, and it's fun because I'm kind of I guess you can say I don't know the level. I wouldn't say expert at Microsoft Office, but I'm like high up there because I teach it and because I've been studying it for so long in school and what have you. But because Windows updates all the time, and I'm still having to learn and educate myself. But anyway, I teach that. I teach adults, so everyone at school is 18 or over. At school, I teach adults, and I also teach electronic health records because they're in the medical field. So I teach the software. We use software. I teach how to create patient charts, different things, how to work electronic health record software. So I teach computer software. That's what I teach. Pretty cool, huh? I thought I never saw myself. My degree is actually in. My associates is in biology, and I love biology ever since I was younger, and I always wanted to be, and my bachelor's is laboratory management. I know, but through all the courses and everything, it all kind of worked together with the science and the technology and the health and this bio, and pretty cool. So that's what I teach. Alright, where are we at in this video? Okay. It's probably not going to be any shorter than I thought it would be. Alright, now let me go to my YouTube videos. Okay. Here we go. Question here. How do you feel about moving out? Do you think it's a necessity of being adult, or would you rather live at home and save your coins? That is a great set of questions. So, first question, how do I feel about moving out? It can be said, like, depends on where you come from. It depends on your family life at home. Some people need to move out. Some people, it's like, I can't do it. My family life is, we're really like this. We're close-knit. So I also have my mom and like my grandmom are like, you can, long as you're in school, not even long as you're in school. It's kind of like, you can always stay home, or you can always come home. You know, I was pretty independent. You know, I got my license pretty early. I had the freedom, so it didn't feel like I was sheltered or in jail at home. So pretty cool. And my mom and best friends, we work together. My mom's a teacher. She teaches at the same school I teach, and we follow in her footsteps, right? We see each other every day. What you bringing for lunch? Are you bringing our lunch? Seriously. So we're just so close knit that, you know, it wasn't super sad because I was moving in with a pretty awesome guy. So it was like, it wasn't like I was going from something awesome to something horrible either. So I did have something to look forward to. But it was, you know, I've had my breakdown here already. Like, I was just homesick. I was like, I want to go home. And I was just like, and you're gonna feel that. I mean, I haven't lived more than a house away from my grandparents. I haven't lived, you know, I lived with my mom for 25 years, 24 years, and you know, like, it's crazy. So it was a little sad, but I'm okay. I'm an adult because, again, we're close-knit. I'm at my mom's house every weekend. Me and her see each other every single day, hang out with Christian. We're still tight. I just don't sleep there. Seriously. That's it. Pretty cool. So, I'm blessed to have that situation. Do I think it's a necessity of being an adult? I think it's a necessity of being independent. I wouldn't say an adult, because you're an adult. You're 18 or whatever, you're an adult. You can work. You know, you can work. You can work, even pay rent, pay your parents rent, pay your mom rent. But at the end of the day, she's still your mom. And I know you got those strict parents, and people have lived in situations where the family doesn't cut any cards, but you're still family. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't have to fill out an application or a rental agreement or a lease to stay there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know everyone's situation, but just the general consensus of it. So to understand just certain responsibilities that come with being an adult, I think at some point it should be a necessity. Even, you know, moving away for college and then coming back home. At least you had, yeah, it's tough, but I do feel as though, now not necessarily moving on your own. Get a roommate. You know, you can get, I'm my boyfriend, but get a roommate or get a, you know, group house crew. But I think it definitely helps shape you as an adult. If you've never been on your own, it's not necessarily a wake-up call, but it's like, it's a reality check. Like, man, I'm really an adult now. You know? It's not like mom, you know? Yeah, so depending on what you're doing, and every life is different, but I do feel as though it's definitely going to teach you some things that you would not learn if you stayed at home your entire life. Would I rather live at home and save my coins? Probably. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it was time. Me and Nelson have been together for almost 3 years. I not grew out of my house, but I was ready to go. Like, I love my family and everything, and we're close knit and everything, but it's like, all right, let me be on my own. I was at my job for a decent amount of time, stacked up enough money, made enough money where I could afford rent somewhere, where I could afford, you know, I could afford living on my own. I always joke with Nelson, don't tell him I make more money than him. He knows, he doesn't care. But he has like a 401k. I don't have that yet, so it's, you know, kind of even. But we actually talked about that. And he was like, I want you to live somewhere where you know you could afford it by yourself. And I was like, well, why? You know, why? He was like, because nothing's guaranteed. What if we break up tomorrow? I want you to be able to afford this place by yourself if something happens and I have to move out, or if, you know what I'm saying, or not even that serious, one of us loses our job. You know what I'm saying? And so he always says, you know, babe, you're balling. I'm really not. It's just I didn't have any bills to pay when I lived at home, and so I could save my money up. That's all. That's all that was. But, you know, it's up to you. It depends. If you're still in school, like if you're at college, you're still in school, yeah, live at home, save your coins. You know, if they let you. But I am in college, but I take online classes, and I'm pretty far in my degree now where it's like, you know, I got it. Any advice on moving up? Just said that. What state do you live in now? Moved from Maryland. You guys know I'm Baltimore, Maryland girl. Ravens, Orioles all day. You know, that's me. It's me. Baltimore. But now I live in Pennsylvania. And I don't live in Pittsburgh. Even though if I did live in Pittsburgh, I would wear my Ravens. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. How was the transition from moving in with Nelson? Has been great. You know, he's been very supportive. Nelson's lived on his own ever since he was like pretty much 18. You know, he lived with family when he was a teenager and like kind of just worked and paid him rent, and just Nelson's been like a lone wolf all his life. He's closer now with his family now that he's an adult, but all his life. Nelson's 28, and so you're talking 10 years. He's lived on his own, never lived with a girl. I think he lived with a friend, had a roommate, but like that was only for like a year or so. Always been his own, responsible, paying his bills, doing this adult thing. So he was very supportive and like, look, I know you're coming from something completely different. You know, I'm used to this and I've been doing this. So if it's anything you want me to take off your shoulders, I'll do it. Like, you know, he's more financially responsible than me in the sense of like, I'll pay the bill on the day it's due. He'll pay it when he gets paid 2 weeks early. And neither of us are late, but you know, he'll do that. He'll pay more. Like if he has extra money, he'll put it on the rent to just build up a credit, and I'll go buy makeup. I pay all my bills. I just don't pay extra on them. Pay them off, and then that's kind of it. I don't build up credit, and that's okay. You know, I'm not in debt or behind, so I feel like that's good. But he does the extra step, and I'm not that person. But yeah. So he pays the rent. I just we pay the rent, but like he go gets the money orders. I just put the money in the account. He go get the money orders, put it in. He's been so great. Like, he's like, I'll do it. Just give me the money. You know? I'm like, any bill I gotta pay, just tell me what the bill is. I give you the money. Like, we do it like that. You know, I'm aware of all the bills and everything, but he's just on it. Like, he's just on it. Like, I do my bills. Everything is automatic. You know, everything is automatic. So just comes out and take it. He's more of a like, no, I'm writing it down, what I paid, I'm doing this, I'm doing, go ahead. We work out. Checks and balances. Then on the other hand, I'm very I'm very clean and organized, and Nelson is not. So we're a balanced system. He's more financially on top of it. I am more of like keeping the house in order, keeping it like Nelson didn't understand why I needed a fitted sheet on the bed. Nelson just would sleep on a bare mattress. I'm just like, he didn't get it. So he's a boy. So we work it out. We work it out, and he's been great. My mom watches your videos. She doesn't put much effort in her makeup, and she really wants some basic advice on the things she would need to start on her makeup journey. Go in the drugstore and have fun. I would recommend her start to play up one thing at a time. You can be overwhelmed. So start buying, like if she doesn't wear lipstick, start trying out a few different lipsticks and go to work with just some lipstick on one day. Make her feel a little, you know, then start with then go to eyeshadow or go to blush. Try one thing at a time. As far as colors and types, oh honey, everybody's holy grail is different, so you got to play around, but try, you know, just start with one thing at a time and build up, and then like, okay, I got this lipstick thing down, but I want a longer wearing one. Then you can try to, you know, spend a little bit more money on one because you know what you like in a lipstick, you know, get your lip liner to go with it, or like you like, all right, I like these colors eyeshadow, I know what colors I like best, you know, I really want them to pop, and try something else. Get some eyeshadow primer and buy you know, some liner. Now I think that's the best step, baby steps to build up, in you don't necessarily have to perfect one before you move on to the next, but you can, it's not as overwhelming. That's my advice. Alright. When will you make a new piercing video? When I decide to do a new piercing. I have a piercing in mind that I want, but I may not do it myself. That's the thing. I'll let you know if it happens though. I'm glad you liked my video, but I don't know. Alright. Let me see if I have any more questions. I think I'm good, but I'm going to just verify because I had checked this right before the video started to make sure. Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite primer or setting spray you're addicted to? My favorite primer is the Rimmel Stay Matte. By hands down. Setting spray, I love the Scandinavia Bridal, and the L'Oreal is actually pretty decent as well. So those are my two. Here, yeah, I knew I had this question. I wanted to answer this. Okay, what do you think about Jeffree Star as a person, and as a company, and as a whole? Will you continue to buy from him and support his brand? And someone else asked me how I feel about Jeffree Star in the situation. All right, first off, I don't know him as a person. Second of all, like personally, you know, people put on what they want to put on for social media. People put on what they want to put on for YouTube. Everyone doesn't show you their real self. Okay? Will you continue to buy? I've never bought anything from Jeffree Star. I don't own anything from Jeffree Star, so I can't say continue. Here's the thing, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and put my foot down determination that I'm not going to support this person or fully support this person. I think because he's so open with his expression, and he's so obnoxious, not necessarily in a bad way, where he's no filters, no cut cards, and so he's kind of like everything's on the sleeve, like everything is out there. I feel as though I'm trying not to feed into it. I'm trying not to get into it, because I actually do want to try some Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I heard they're bomb, and I don't want my personal opinion of him to affect how I review this product. Feel me? So that's the first thing. I do have I plan on getting some next month. I do plan to. I had wanted some before even all that drama popped off. With that being said, you know, if it comes out something really, really bad, I know I heard things like racist and different things. And the reason why I'm kind of like, I'm going to try some lipsticks, because who's to say, and I'm not accusing, I don't know, but who's to say the owner of L'Oreal or Maybelline's not racist? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just making it obvious, or I don't know if he's making albums that he's racist, but I'm saying you guys know through the drama, what have you, because I'm trying not to read, I'm trying not to get into it, because I want to just objectively view the product. Like, for an example, Lorac, I love her eyeshadows. I'm not saying she's a racist. I don't know if she's a racist, but she doesn't make foundations or face products for women of color. I'm not saying, you know, her reasoning behind. I asked her in a Reddit post, Makeup Addiction, it's a subreddit, it's really good. I asked her in a post, like, why, because she did an AMA, which is like a ask me anything type of online interview. Why don't you expand? And she was like, oh, we try to reach as many women as possible. It's like, okay, that's still over eyeshadows. You know, so I try not to put my personal opinion in it for that reason. Now, there are some people that I do have, like, I just won't support, because it's like, I ain't got time. You know, maybe just be an annoyance, like, I don't have time. But as far as, it's like, I try to separate that. I do. I really try to separate that when it comes to reviewing and getting things. I'm trying to get myself away from it, because if I fall in love with these liquid lipsticks, but even still, you know, I'm not that person. I'm not that person to, like, boycott things. I know people boycotted Lime Crime because of how she treated people, but I never ordered anything from them. The reason why I didn't, I got my lipsticks from Amazon, but the reason why I didn't was because of the security scam thing, not because of her personal treat, you know. Who's to say, like I said, the owner of Wet n Wild or what have you isn't secretly, you know, a Jeffree Star. So, that's how I feel about it. Just keeping it real. Keeping it real. Alright, I think I'm... Okay. Top 5 primers for oily combination skin. I can only give you 2. Rimmel Stay Matte. Lorac Mattifying Primer. Are you getting the Kat Von D eyeshadow palette? What you think? Sold out right now, though. Because it wasn't my... just getting everything settled in here. It wasn't my... What am I trying to... It wasn't my budget time to buy makeup. To buy, you know, to do a shopping haul on more expensive makeup. And it's still not until next month. So, yeah. No, hopefully it'll be back in stock when I'm ready to purchase makeup again. So... and I don't usually have a schedule when I buy makeup, but just this big move, there were more important, more responsible financial things I had to do. So I was like, all right. I feel the reason why I say next month is because I feel like that's the time when I have everything situated. My plan is to have everything else done by then, where I can focus back on shopping. That's all. Share with us your views about Morphe brush. I was about to close out all these questions. Share with us your views about the Morphe brushes, because I like them. Try them out. I like them too. They have really great eye blending brushes. This M504. It's actually drying on my balcony. I forgot the number. My favorite concealer brush. The gunmetal one, that's drying on the balcony too. My gunmetal brush, I really love it. Try them out. You know, don't listen to too many personal opinions of things. Reviews are great, but don't listen to too many personal opinions. The brushes that are like less than 10 bucks, let's say you go for it, try a couple and see how you like them. I like the eye brushes. Definitely, I love Morphe's eye brushes and their large gunmetal powder brush. But I think I have more eye brushes than anything, and I do enjoy them. So, I think that's it. This video is another like half-an-hour video. Sorry guys, but if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Thank you for asking me all those questions. I hope I answered them to your satisfaction. If you have any suggestions or any requests for videos, leave them down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you all so much. You have like no idea. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.